I think you all are good and fine at your home and doing light chapter revision. Students, up to now we have completed the image formation by concave mirror, and we have discussed different ray diagrams when we keep the object at infinity, beyond C, at C, between F and C, and at F and between F and P. And this is the table which indicate the formation of different type of image formed by concave mirror. So you can see that in 5 cases, at infinity, beyond C, at C, between C and at F, we are getting real and inverted image. And if we see the size of an object, so earlier it is highly diminished, then point size, then diminished, then same size, then enlarged, and after that highly enlarged. Only one case is there in which we are getting virtual and erect image. That case is between when we keep the object between P and F. So I think up to here everything is clear to you all. Then after that we have done uses of concave mirror. Concave mirror are used in searchlight, torch and vehicle's headlight, in shaving mirrors also, and it is used by dentist to make large images for patient teeth, in solar furnace to concentrate heat, as well as in solar cooker we use such type of concave mirror. And when we are using this mirror in solar cooker, they are called concentrated solar cooker. Okay, then image formed by convex mirror. As you all know that convex mirror is a mirror in which the out surface is reflecting and the inner surface is polished. In this, students, we have only 2 cases. First one is when we keep the object at infinity. If we are keeping the object at infinity, then what you see that here virtually you are getting the image, isn't it? The real image is not formed. And how you came to know that it is virtual? It is behind the mirror. First one, and we have shown this with a dotted line which indicate that this is virtual and erect. Okay, and it is highly diminished. Diminished means which cannot be clear. Then second case, when we keep the object between infinity and P, the image formed by it is virtual and erect. Okay, and behind the mirror same, and between P and F. What is P? P is the pole and F is the focus. But it is now diminished. Earlier case we were having highly diminished. Now we have diminished. Then uses of convex mirror. They are used in rear view mirror, as well as these are used for thief in shop for checking. Third one, if we want to see the object image, the higher object image at a small screen, then we can use easily convex mirror. Then today we are going to discuss the new Cartesian sign convention, or we can say the sign conventions for reflection by spherical mirror. Okay, so while dealing with the reflection of light by spherical mirror, we shall follow a set of sign conventions that is called new Cartesian sign convention. And in these conventions, the pole of the mirror is taken as the origin, as we are having our graphs in maths, isn't it? And we have O is the origin. Same way here, the pole of the mirror is taken as the origin. The principal axis of the mirror is taken as x-axis, which is represented by x dash, and of the coordinate system. And the conventions are as follow. First of all, the object is always placed in left of the mirror and the pole is taken as origin. Whether it is mirror, whether it is lens, whether it is concave, convex, we always keep the object at left. The first rule which you have to follow, that is the object is always placed to the left of the mirror. This implies that the light from the object falls on the mirror from left hand side. Okay, then all distances parallel to the principal axis are measured from the pole of the mirror. Means whatever distance we are taking, always we will consider it from the pole of the mirror. Okay, then all the distance parallel to the principal axis are measured from the pole of the mirror, that I have explained. Then all the distance measured to the right of the origin along with x-axis are taken to be positive, while those measured to the left of the origin along minus x-axis are taken to be negative. Okay, then distance measured perpendicular to and above the principal axis are taken to as positive along y-axis, and the distance measured perpendicular to and below the principal axis along y-axis are taken to be negative. So all these are the sign conventions which you have to follow. Okay, and these sign conventions are applied to obtain the mirror formula and to solve other related numericals. So I think the sign convention is clear to you. Once again, I will repeat it for you people. That first thing is that we have to keep object always in left. Second thing, whenever we will measure any direction, any distance, then this will be from pole. Okay, and you know that left hand side will indicate negative x-axis and right hand side will indicate positive x-axis. If I am measuring along left hand side, the value will be minus. Okay, and if I am measuring from pole to right hand side, then the value will be positive. If I am measuring the distance from P and above, means upside always the value of y-axis is positive and downside always the value is negative. So I think the sign conventions for mirror is clear to you all, and in our next video we are going to discuss the mirror formula for spherical mirror and magnification, that will decide that whether the image will be bigger, smaller, same size, or a magnitude positive and negative will tell whether the image formed is virtual and direct or whether it is negative, real and inverted. So I think up to here all the things are clear to you. Next of the things we will do in our next coming video. So thank you. Have a nice day.